Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Rustam, and today I'm going to record my lecture for BS English third semester students who are studying Introduction to Linguistics. But the topic today is semantics, and semantics is a separate discipline as well. So students who are studying semantics, they can also profit by this lecture. Before I proceed with study of meaning, that is semantics, I would like to talk about elements of language. So language basically is composed of these elements like phonology, morphology, syntax, semantics. What are these things? Actually, basic unit of any language is sound or phonemes. Like English has got 44 phonemes, Urdu has got 57 phonemes. So phonemes or sounds give us morphemes or words or lexemes. Study of words, shape of words or parts of words is known as morphology. And when words are joined together in a chain, we get clauses or sentences. Study of clauses or sentences is known as syntax. Both these areas, morphology and syntax, is collectively known as grammar. So grammar connects sounds or phonemes with meaning. That is study of meaning. So these are names of branches of linguistics. Okay, phonology, morphology, syntax, and semantics. Now, what is semantics? Semantics studies meaning. So in today's lecture, I'll talk about semantics. Language is usually called a system of signs, and there are three types of signs, okay, like iconic signs, indexical sign, and symbolic sign. So iconic signs are those signs which give us exact representation, like we have icons on our computer screen. When we have to save, there is a button, save button. Then we have computer button. So these are exact representation. Then we have indexical sign, that is pointing towards something. So the last one is symbolic sign, something that stands for another. So language uses symbolic signs. We can say language is system of symbolic signs. Regarding sign, we have a very important, what should I say, semiotic triangle. This is known as semiotic triangle. So if you can recall, I often mentioned de Saussure. It was de Saussure, the father of modern linguistics, who talked about sign. So he said that a linguistic sign or any sign has got three elements like signifier, signified, and significant. This triangle, as you can see here, which is also known as geometric schema or semiotic triangle, and this triangle was there were two other linguists like Orgen and I. Richards who in 1923 talked about sign. So and de Saussure also talked about a sign. So sign has got three aspects. One is the mental image. So everything we see in the world, like a dog which we see in the world, actually this dog has some mental existence, a cognitive or conceptual existence in our mind. So theory of ideas say that a four-legged member of canine family, a domesticated mammal that typically has a long snout, an acute sense of smell, non-retractable claws, and a barking, howling or whining voice. This is something that exists in everybody's mind. Now this mental image is represented by the language, and we use such terms dog, kutta, kalb. So this is known as word or form or linguistic symbol. So whatever exists in our mind is now represented by these forms or symbols. These are known as symbols, linguistic symbols. Now These symbols now point out towards this real object in the word, external word, and this is known as referent or significant. So, but the link between this form and this picture is arbitrary, because some societies call it dog, some call it kutta, and some call it kalb. So it means it is arbitrary. So some other society may name it something else. So this is linguistic sign. Now let's move on. So linguistic sign is called symbolic sign. Language is symbolic. Linguistic sign has both form and meaning. As you can see here, this is form. This is kutta, kalb, dog. These are forms. And here is meaning, okay, external word. And relationship between form and meaning is arbitrary, as I already mentioned. Now let's discuss. There are two types of meaning. Now we have this meaning, like we say dog, kutta, kalb. So this object comes to our mind. So it means there are two types of meaning. One is denotative meaning and another is connotative meaning. So denotative meaning is actual meaning or objective meaning, that is conceptual meaning. As I mentioned in the previous slide, whatever is in our concept, the concept of a dog, and then we have a form like, let's say, kutta, kalb, or dog. So it is literal meaning, it is basic or conventional meaning. Convention, a society has derived a convention. Some society says kutta, some says kalb, some say dog. So this type of meaning is known as denotative meaning. It is sentence meaning. Now in contrast with denotative meaning, we have connotative meaning. Like if it is objective, then this is subjective. It is conceptual, it is associative meaning, extra meaning. If it is literal, it is contextual meaning. The local meaning, you can say basic or conventional meaning, denotation, and this is connotation is local or particular meaning. If it is sentence meaning, this is known as speaker's meaning. Okay, let's give you an example. Needle. So its actual basic meaning is thin, sharp steel instrument for threading. But another meaning that is associated with needle, associated meaning is painful. So painful is its contextual meaning, particular meaning, or speaker's meaning, associative meaning. Okay. Now, semantics and pragmatics. Semantics is study of conceptual or literal meaning or basic meaning. Okay. And pragmatics is study of associative or meaning in context. Okay. Hidden meaning. So the meaning that is hidden. So this meaning painful, it is not represented by needle, but it is a hidden meaning or implicated meaning. So study of conceptual or literal meaning is called semantics, and this is actually word or sentence meaning. Okay, and study of associative or contextual meaning is called pragmatics, and it is speaker's meaning. Let me quickly give you an example. When somebody comes in the room and says, it is suffocated. Now, literal meaning of this sentence is that the person who utters this sentence, he or she is irritated, and nobody knows. If we just look at the literal meaning, it means that there is no air in the room, and that's it. But actually this person wants to ask that someone should switch on the fan, open the window, or open the ventilator, etc., so that there should be cross ventilation. So this is hidden meaning. Okay, speaker's meaning are actually that someone should open the window or open the door or switch on the fan. So this is pragmatics or hidden meaning, and actual meaning are just a statement. Now, denotative meaning can be known by three processes or three mechanisms. One is lexical relations, semantic roles, and semantic features. In a series of lectures, I'll discuss all these processes. But what is lexical relations? So, lexical relation is actually meaning of words in relation to other words. Okay. So, if we don't know the meaning of a word, what do? We bring another word in relation to the particular word. So example is conceal. So if we want to know the meaning of conceal, we are going to describe it like it is the same as hide. So this is a word. Shallow, the opposite of deep. Then daffodil, it's a kind of flower. So these there are different ways, like this is synonymy, this is antonymy, and this is hyponymy. Let me talk about the lexical relations. These are some of the lexical relations which exist between words. Lexis or lexeme, that is word. Like we have synonymy, antonymy, we have metonymy, then we have hyponymy, then we have polysemy, then collocations and prototypes. Then we have homonymy, homography, and homophony. These are some of the lexical relations which exist among words. Let me discuss only one, that is synonymy. Later on, when I am going to record the next video, I'll talk about other relations. Okay. First of all, what is synonymy or synonyms? Words having the same or close related meaning. Okay. Here are examples like broad, wide, almost, nearly, answer, reply, hide, conceal, liberty, freedom. So this feature, lexical relationship, exists in every language of the world. Now, like in Urdu, we have the word kamar and chand. We have the word shams, suraj. So the same meaning is known as synonymy. So if someone asks me what is the meaning of kamar, I will say chand. So it means we can know the meaning of words using lexical relation that word have with one another. But synonymous terms, like these are synonyms, okay? Synonymous forms may also differ in terms of formality. Like here are two sentences, like my father purchased a large automobile. Okay, now this is formal sentence, automobile or automobile. Now we can have a casual meaning, like my dad bought a big car. Car and automobile or automobile, they are synonyms, they are synonymous terms, but they differ from each other in degree of formality. This is formal term and this is casual term. So this feature you may keep in mind. Now I will discuss other lexical relations in the next video, because video time for this tutorial lecture is 15 minutes. So it is going to be up. So let me recap few words. Let me take you back. Now here we are, elements of language, okay? Phonology, morphology, syntax, and semantics. So I am trying to cover semantic, that is study of meaning. So meaning, there are two types of meaning, as I mentioned earlier, denotative meaning and connotative meaning. So denotative meaning are real meaning, objective meaning, conceptual meaning, and literal meaning. They are the meaning which exist in our mind. So in contrast with these meaning, we have connotative meaning or subjective meaning or associative meaning or contextual meaning. Why, when I say the meaning that exists in our mind, actually I mean this triangle, okay? Let me show you the triangle. So whatever the concept we have about an object in the external world, this mental image is transferred with the help of these forms or words like dog, kutta, kalb. So this is signifier. These are signifier. These words actually signify these mental images. So these mental images which exist in our mind are signified with the help of signifiers, that is these words, and then they refer to something in the actual word referent. Okay, this is significant. So linguistic symbols are known as signifier, and what is signified, that is mental image or concept in our mind or the idea, and actual word is known as significant. Signifier, signified, significant, and this is known as linguistic sign or symbolic sign. And this idea was presented initially by de Saussure and later on developed by C.K. Ogden and then I. Richard. And this triangle is known as semiotic, triangle, or geometric schema. Hope you have got this basic idea. In the next video, I'll discuss remaining lexical relation. Thanks.